Today we have an hour run to do. I decided to change it up and do it downtown. City's getting ready for the World Cup. Now, gotta go over that bridge. Only in Vancouver would you have a multi-million-dollar chandelier hanging from a bridge. Finished 103 was the time. Did 12.23 kilometers. Average pace was 5:09. So yeah, pretty good. It was nice running back in the old stomping ground downtown around the seawall. So beautiful. Whew. Time for a coffee. It was actually a solid session. I'm going to start using Ruvy's half Ironman plan from now to start doing the build up, because they have a perfect 4-week plan that you can use, and it basically gives you everything. So like swim, bike, run. Now the app obviously only monitors the bike portion of it, but it gives you a PDF when you sign up for the plan, and it will tell you what days you're supposed to do a run and like what kind of run to do and when you're supposed to do a brick session. And then it also gives you swim, which is pretty cool, like swim workouts. So specific stuff that you can do. And obviously you could probably program that on Garmin and do it whenever you need to do it. But the Garmin plan has been very hit or miss. And I think I'm done with it. Like it's still too basic, and obviously there's a lot of bugs with it, and I think it's really frustrating when you're trying to stick to a plan and then it changes everything, and if it doesn't record perfectly, the plan doesn't think you did anything. So it's like so strange. So yeah, I think once they iron out kind of some of those bugs out of it, it'll probably be really cool. But for now, I'm going to start using the Ruvy just to see what it's like, because I feel like even this workout today, I was supposed to have a threshold bike today on Garmin Coach, and then today was also a tempo workout on Ruvy. So they were both very similar in terms of length. So, it ended up being kind of perfect switching over to Ruvy. So anyway, let's just see what it's like for this next week. See if it's a little bit better than what I've been doing with Garmin. Oh my God. It's spicy. It's been 3 weeks now since I've transitioned over to Ruvy full time, and so far I've been really, really enjoying it. So much better than Garmin Coach. Just like the workouts, the bike workouts alone, they have more structure to them. And so I'm not just doing base ride after base ride. I feel like Garmin always schedules base rides and then introduces one threshold or one speed session. And I don't know if that's enough, at least for me anyway. Like we spent so much time in the early stages of the plan building up the base that for right now, as we were transitioning from build to peak phase, it didn't seem like it really changed very much. It still tries to keep your base levels really high. And, while that may be good for some people, for me, because the bike is my weakest discipline, I feel like I need more structured workouts. I really need to build up my FTP, and the Ruvi plans gives me more of that. For the last 3 weeks, it's been hard, but it's been definitely manageable. I've been enjoying it way more because every single bike session has some form of, workout component to it. That's not to say that it's very difficult. It doesn't mean that you're always working. Some of them are actually easy sessions, but they fluctuate between, your zone 2 levels. So you're not going over zone 2, but you have fluctuations in your wattage. And I think that's going to be a little bit more realistic. Trying to replicate road training, it makes a difference because it doesn't feel like you're doing the same wattage for a whole hour session. It just kind of gets a little bit boring. Whereas at least when you have a little bit of a structure component to the workout, I feel it makes it go really faster. I've been really enjoying that perspective of it. And I also have been enjoying the runs that it prescribes you. Even though they're not super complex or anything, they're still enough to keep you interested and wanting to train, as opposed to just go out and do a recovery run. I have yet to do any of the swim sessions. Tomorrow will be our first session that we're actually going to go outside in open water. The Vancouver Open Water Association, they do supported open water sessions that anyone can join. They do it at Kitts Beach, and it's a looped course where you can do, I think, up to 1,500 meters. You have lifeguards who are out in boats monitoring you to make sure that you're safe. And so it's a great opportunity to get some open water swimming. Em did it last year as part of her training, and so we've just signed up for a session tomorrow. And so we're gonna see if we can do 1,500 meters. But I don't know. My swimming has definitely been lacking. I'm really banking on the fact that for this race, it is a downstream swim. So fingers crossed. So while Ruvi does give you some swim sessions in there and give you some structure and guidance, I have yet to do any of those. I've still been doing what Garmin has been scheduling me. The one thing I will say about the Ruvi plan is there's 3 blocks, and they're 4 weeks each. I think the longest bike ride you do is an hour and a half, which I don't know if that's really enough to be doing. If this is your first 70.3, you definitely want to be doing a longer bike ride session. And so I don't know how good it would be just doing this on alone. Maybe if you complement it with doing one really long bike session on the weekend or something, I think that would probably be better. But anyway, I've been enjoying it so far. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do this and hopefully get a little bit stronger on the bike. We still have, I think, 6 weeks left to go. It's creeping up fast. What, there's a whale?
Yeah. No, it's the current, the tides, the waves.
Oh yeah, it looks a bit windy today. Finally gonna do open water swim. She's very excited. It's okay, just nice and steady. Right?
You're gonna wait for me, right?
Yeah, I'll wait for you at the pub. Or maybe we should just go get ice cream. Yeah. How you feeling? You got this.
Nervous AF.
Hey, look, at least you're better to be doing it now than in a few more weeks.
In a few more weeks, I'll be floating down the river.
That's true. Oh my god. that took so long. 30 minutes for apparently 1,500 meters, but my watch says 1,200. Now see if we can see M coming in. All the training that you do in the pool and all the technique work just goes out the window when it's open water swimming. So hard, especially when it's so wavy. But so good though, loved it. Yay! Good job!
That's so long. It took me forever to get to the first buoy.
The first movie was so far away.
Why is it so far?
So good job though.
Oh my god. 251 feet.